Some habits don't feel like addiction, they feel like hope. Hope that the next attempt will be different. Hope that this time it will work. Hope that relief, success, or escape is just one more try away. And that's why these habits are so dangerous. They don't trap you with pain, they trap you with possibility. You might not even call it an addiction. It doesn't look dramatic. It doesn't look obvious. It looks like anticipation, like focus, like belief. But beneath the surface, your brain is caught in a loop designed to keep you returning, even when you're losing time, money, energy, or peace. This loop exists far beyond substances. It appears in habits that promise quick relief, fast rewards, instant feedback, artificial wins. The problem isn't weakness, the problem is design. Your brain learns patterns faster than it learns outcomes. It doesn't remember how things ended. It remembers what came next. A small hit of excitement, a near win, a moment where almost feels close enough to success. That almost is the most addictive feeling your brain knows, because it keeps the future alive. When rewards are unpredictable, your brain releases more dopamine, not when you win, but when you might. This is why losing doesn't stop the behavior. Sometimes it strengthens it. Each attempt teaches your nervous system one thing: stay engaged. And so the loop tightens, not because you're chasing pleasure, but because your brain is trying to resolve uncertainty. Here's where most people go wrong. They try to escape the loop using force, discipline, rules, shame. But force activates resistance, and resistance feeds the same circuitry that created the loop. So let's talk about how to actually step out of it, not with motivation, but with strategy. First shift, stop trying to quit. Quitting feels final, and finality triggers panic in the brain. It feels like loss. Instead, think in terms of interrupting. You're not ending the behavior. You're breaking its predictability. The loop survives on rhythm, same trigger, same response, same relief. Change the rhythm, and the loop weakens. Delay access, change location, introduce friction, even 30 seconds matters. Second shift, separate the urge from the action. Urges rise and fall like waves. Actions feel permanent. Your mistake has been treating them as the same thing. An urge does not require obedience. It only asks to be felt. When you pause, even briefly, you teach your nervous system that intensity is survivable, that nothing bad happens if you don't respond immediately. Third shift, replace the reward, not the behavior. Your brain doesn't care what gives relief. It only cares that relief arrives. If you remove a habit without offering a substitute, the brain will rebuild the loop elsewhere, often stronger. So you replace stimulation with grounding, uncertainty with structure, artificial wins with real signals of progress. Movement, cold water, writing, breathing patterns that slow the nervous system. These aren't distractions, they are nervous system resets. Fourth shift, shrink the time horizon. Addiction thrives in futures. I'll stop tomorrow. One last time. Just this week. Freedom lives in now. Not forever. Not later. Just the next 10 minutes. You don't escape the loop by winning the future. You escape it by choosing the next moment differently. And finally, the most important shift, identity. The loop survives as long as you see yourself as someone trying to stop. Instead, you become someone who notices patterns early, someone who protects their attention, someone who values clarity over stimulation. This isn't about becoming perfect. It's about becoming conscious. Because once you see the loop clearly, it loses its power. What once felt inevitable becomes optional. And that's the real escape. Not force, not shame, but awareness, followed by small, consistent interruptions. This is Unveil, the mind revealed.